Alright folks, welcome back to another Starfield ship build. I gotta come up with a better title than that. But, hey, I got asked a bunch of times and people want to show or want to see how I actually built the Normandy here in Starfield. And I actually have 3 different classes, one for each for A, B, and C. And right now I'm bringing you the original Normandy. I believe class B and C are the Normandy SR2. But for now, I'll show off the first one, which is a Class A, a nice fighter, and here we go, I'll show you the build. Alright folks, so let's start off with the body for the Normandy, and here we are, we're starting with the landing gear, bay, and a few modules. So first up, we got the NG-20 landing gear. It's probably one of the unique pieces, because mostly you could build this at your settlement landing pad, except for this special piece, you may need to pick this up at the new Homestead on Titan in the Sol system. So we got that landing gear. Follow up, I like to use the Ship Bed 2000 landing bay. And behind that, we got a Stroud Companionway, because I believe this landing bay, let's see if we can line it up with the camera. It has the entryway with the door into it. I don't like the one with the ladder, so I got that a little better. And of course, underneath the Companionway, we have our slim dock. I gotta make sure I got that in the notes when I put that up in the Reddit post. And after that, we got our Tomahawk X300 reactor with our 10 ST hauler shielded cargo attached to that. And now, let's see, we'll get the main body, we get the components. So, let's start up with a cockpit, which is the Viking CP220 cockpit, but if you're starting off, you could get the lower end, the lower versions, which has probably like less cargo. I think it's the same amount of crew space. I think it goes from 280, 260, 240, 220. But below that, we have our PB-50 Proton Beams attached underneath. And the next module, we have the Nova Galactic control station 2x1 with 2 Nova thruster arrays attached. And following that, we got the Deimos living quarters 2x1, and behind that we got a Deimos Armory, which I preferably like. And all these modules, maybe be a few different companies, but I'll show you in the walkthrough why I picked these in certain ones, because each one of these hub modules has an extra storage container with what was it, 120 capacity. So in the beginning early game, when you needed that extra cargo space, when you couldn't put it on the ship to drag the mobility and the mass too high, having those extra storage containers in the beginning, it really was helpful. So there's actually one in each one of these, the control station, the living quarters, the armory, also up in the, I don't remember if there's one in the workshop, but I know there's one in the captain quarters. So let's highlight this and let's bring them to the landing bay. Zoom out for a bit for you. Line this up just right. Because when you attach this landing gear to the back end part of the cockpit, so everything lines up perfectly. And now I'll show you how we do the wings. I need to put a pause on this and get that all ready. Alright, for the wing assembly, let's start off with the closest part that's going to go onto the hull and give us that kind of like that A-frame type wing. We're going to start out with the Nova Cowling 2LPF for the port side, and underneath this we're going to have attached of our PBO 50 auto proton beams with our Spark 750 suppressor. I like using this on the A-class, so when you're out there trying to get your piling up or some of your skills up, if this is early game ship build, I did find it handy just to take some ships, sell them, just to build up your inventory, your credits, so you can build more ships, because I really enjoy ship building in this game. So with that Nova Cowling, we're going to attach that to 2 of these, and 1 of these are inverted, so you have that attachment point for the wings. So we attach the Nova Cowling 2LPM to that cowling, we have this one flip. It will be the 2LSM. Next piece, we'll highlight this and we'll attach it to the body right there. So it lines up one right after the Nova thruster array. So for the upper wing portion, we have ourselves a Stroud Cap A port 4 top attached to a Stroud Cowling 1 LAPT, and we have the different variant of the LBPT. Oh, this is for the port side with one of these amazing SA4330 engines. I'm not sure they're available at your build plate in your outpost, because I think originally I picked this from Stroud Eklund Space Yard, because I bought the, what was it, Galileo 3 ship there that have these engines on there, or I think it's like the previous version, because when I built this I was around past level 20, but since I'm like getting close to level 90, I think I'm 85, 84 right now, I was upgrading some of these parts and having my ship catalog, and I'm like, hey, let's see how it is max instead of mid. So if you see some engines and you see like some of them have starships design rank 4, just get the equivalent when it's level 1, or basically if you get the bare minimum parts, and you don't actually need the starship design rank 1. So a little John ran on the side of that, so let's attach these parts. So we get the upper wing assembled, highlight that, and we want to join the Nova Cowling 2LSM with the Stroud Cowling 1 LAPT. Now for the lower wing, I gotta stop looking at my notification feed. Alright, we gotta use the ACU lander landing gear, and we're gonna have our shield attached to this one, which is gonna be the Deflector SG60 shield generator. So we'll attach that to that. And I believe we get this engine piece connected to the shroud. And we get the port 4 top shroud cap. Attach that to our 400 cm blast. What was it? Basilisk cargo hold. Get that attached there. Now with the ACU lander, attachment point will be right beneath the 1 LBPT, I believe. We'll highlight this, line it up underneath, and we got our wing assembly. So just do the flip version for that for the other side. I'll save the video time, and we already got this whole side assembled. I'll grab this. Squeeze it in, yeah. Now we'll just move over to the hull, the upper portion of the ship. Now, probably have to give me a second so I can rearrange this, so we'll get to it in a second. Alright, for the top cowling, we got this assembled actually, and we gotta reassemble it. So let's start off with the front part. We got the Nova Cowling 2LTF, and we gotta attach that to 2 of the Nova Cowling 2 LTMs to form the bridge, and behind that we're gonna load in a Nova Galactic Captain Quarters 2x1, and after that we got the Deimos workshop, because I needed a workshop to do some stuff. But I think on the other build I have the workshop flipped with the armory, because I wanted the armory and the Captain Quarters on the same level. So you can arrange those how you see fit, and we'll finish off the tail with the Deimos Cowling. What was it? AFT? I think that's aft. I'm not familiar with ship terms, but now to form the side with the fuel cells, we got the Nova Cowling 1 LPF. That's going to go on the front part of the captain quarters. So in the mid for the fuel cells, it's going to be the back part of the captain quarters and the front part of the workshop. And we got 4 of these, 2 on each side for the M30 Ulysses HE3 tanks. You really got to love that helium-3. And to finish it off, we got the Nova Cowling 1LPA. Now for the other half, we'll just highlight these bad boys and just attach these. Now the last piece is the tail piece, which is formed by 2 of the Deimos spines. We got the spine A4 with the spine E4. I'm going to put that right on top of the workshop. Get this bad boy, highlight all these parts, and we'll drag it right over. Land up perfect. And there we go. We got ourselves the SSV Normandy in the A-class format. Quick, nice fighter. Good. Overall, we got 943 hull, 860 shields. We got a cargo of 1470. It may be very different from you guys with the perks I have at this point in the game, but it's pretty nice. Mobility of 94, top speed of 150, and a mass of 1,085. Alright, I'll meet you guys for the walkthrough and show you the inside of the ship, but I hope you guys enjoyed this build. Alright folks, it's time for a ship build for the SSV Normandy A-class. Let's check it out. Like I said, first stop we got our armory, which has that extra storage case. I believe this is the Deimos one. Which goes into the crew quarters. And we got a storage crate here. Into the battle station with an additional storage crate. Got the cockpit.
I've got a minute.
Set up this ladder and see the captain quarters and the workshop. Got the captain quarters here. Got Vasco chilling out. Got the additional storage crate here, so that's what, 4 so far. I don't think we have one in the workshop. So yeah, that's the inside of my version of the Normandy ship here in Starfield. I hope you guys liked it, enjoy it. Hope you guys share the video, try it out, build yourself. There'll be more builds to come. Just stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully see you guys in the next one.